Good Tuesday morning, everybody. It's 8 a.m. here in Louisville, Kentucky, 44 degrees. It's another shitty Tuesday morning. And if 2016 was the year of celebrity deaths, towards the end there, they were dropping like flies. 2017, towards the end, is the year for sexual harassment in Hollywood. Hollyweird. This stuff's been going on for decades. It's kind of strange that's just now coming out. I think it's been like the quote-unquote open secret for forever. But some big ones, some big names. I think it all started mainly, I guess, with Harvey Weinstein. Very, very popular, powerful film producer. And he looks the part. He does look like a creep. It's one of those things, if you out him, you think he doesn't know he doesn't have dirt on everybody else in Hollywood. I like how Ben Affleck came out there and kind of softened the blow at first. He groped someone on TRL, and reading that article about that made me remember that TRL was a thing. I remember watching that when I was in middle school, fucking Carson Daly. But I guess at one of those shows, Ben Affleck was out there playing grab ass, going to rehab for grab ass. That's what he was doing. But Harvey Weinstein. Just go through the list. This is going to be kind of in order, but yeah, Harvey Weinstein, Ben Affleck. But the major one was Kevin Spacey. He also looks the part, doesn't he? I was talking to my brother about this, about The Usual Suspects and the weird fucking sexual shit that probably went on that set with him and Bryan Singer, because Bryan Singer also has been accused of diddling some kids himself, and that goes back to fucking the X-Men days. Also, I think it's actually during the TV show House that he produced and directed some of. So just think about how gross that is. Bryan Singer and Kevin Spacey making a sandwich as like a 14-year-old boy. It's fucking disgusting. See, those are kids. That is pedophilia. That is awful. I mean, they should fucking burn in hell. That is garbage. Like, any molestation is fucked up, but when you throw kids in there, it's terrible. Like Tom Sizemore, just like earlier today, got accused of fucking molesting an 11-year-old girl. I think Tom Sizemore, I might be wrong here, but I think he's been in a lot of Danny Boyle movies. I think he was in Trainspotting. I might be wrong on that. I've definitely heard the name before. Definitely know who he is. But, it's Tuesday morning and trying to get this coffee going. Yeah, but Hollyweird, you need to stop touching kids. Stop. It's fucking disgusting. I guess this is what happens when you push on the right, on the right so hard, the right wing, I guess. Something's got to give. And the right will bust out the left on the pressure's there. Seems like Donald Trump has been president for fucking 9 to 10 years, even though it's been a year and the media has not let up on that dude. It's like not at all. It's been complete hate shitstorm the whole time. It's crazy. I don't know. Something had to give there, and the left is getting theirs. And this is a long time coming. Try to merge two subjects here. I think I need to really talk about is Netflix got rid of How I Met Your Mother. That it ended yesterday. I like that show a lot. It's a staple on the channel. And one of the episodes, kind of a running joke, was the Naked Man. Naked Man is where, say you're on a date, first date, and you just want to gauge if you're going to get laid or not. You wait for the girl to go like pee or put on makeup or whatever, and you take off all your clothes, and she comes back and you're naked. And it has apparently on the TV show has a high success rate. So the Naked Man is something I can relate in my segue into the Louis C.K. thing. Louis C.K. has openly talked about the male penis. I have a male penis. It's like, ladies, if any women listen to this, it's like having an exposed clit, or like this weird fucking animal down here that just does its own thing. It's like it's just sometimes you get boners for no reason. I'm not justifying, what your penis does after that. I'm just saying it's like having a fucking drunk version of you down there, but it has completely different set of morals or whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to relate the Naked Man to Louis C.K. Louis C.K. Shit. He's openly talked about how, yes, the male genitalia is fucking weird and it's fucking gross and men are gross. We're pieces of shit. We generally are because, I don't know how other dudes feel, but it seems like eat, fuck, sleep. Eat, fuck, sleep. That's basically all we do. We do some work in between there. But mainly, those are the main three things that we do to spread our seed. But from based off these allegations, Louie, just masturbating in front of people, grown women, by the way. Sometimes, he asked. It's not like this is a shocker. He's talked about it for years in his stand-up, and even on his, it's like an episode of Louie come to life. And it's still, it's gross, but human nature is kind of gross. The sexual act is gross. Having a penis is gross. Okay? It fucking sucks. What really gets me is like, yeah, he admitted to it. He totally did it. But it's not like he didn't politely ask, I guess. I don't think it makes him a perv per se. If if he asked, didn't do it, then if he did ask to masturbate in front of them and he did it and he still stayed in the room to watch it, who's the real pervert? I don't know. Wasn't there. Just saying. I just hate how most comedians are kind of turning their back on it, man. Like, I think it was a Jim Norton instantly was like, I don't know about all that, dude. Yeah, come on, Jim Norton. No one would know who the fuck you are if he didn't ask you to be on his show. If he wasn't on Louie, you know what I'm saying? You'd just be that one ugly stand-up guy. I mean, come on, man. I'm just saying this because you're turning your back on Louie, dude. And his whole career's ruined, man. It's going to be like Louie's career's at least done for at least Dave Chappelle amount of time, at least. But I think, in Hollywood right now, it's trends. And the trend is, right now, is sexual assault, as with last year, it was dying or whatever. I think what really got Louis C.K. in trouble is that I Love You Daddy movie, because that is also very Hollywood related. About a very old John Malkovich wanting to bang a fucking 18-year-old because the 18-year-old was a fan of your movies. That's the plot line, typical awkward Louis fashion. Just go ahead and let me emphasize that. Typical awkward Louis fashion, where what do? Like, you're trying to make it in the business, and say like Martin Scorsese really wants to fuck your daughter, like what do you do? And your daughter's into it. So yeah, that's a touchy subject. And it's convenient that all these sexual allegations that happened in like 2003, 2005 came out the day of the premiere was supposed to happen, and the movie was canceled. I don't know. I'm defending Louis C.K. because I think it's kind of silly. I think this PC culture has fucked up everything. Also, this is a war of masculinity. I don't know if anyone's picked up on that. This war of masculinity has been going on for forever now. The whole cancerous feminist movement and the social justice warriors and Antifa and all that jazz is basically made it fucking impossible for dudes to hit on chicks or to try to pick up chicks. Because you gotta think about the standard of what is awkward. When I say it's awkward, like just imagine 1950s kid at the fucking soda shop. And he really likes his girl, but he doesn't know how to talk to her. Just imagine basically a John Waters looking kid. It's kind of dorky, fucking weird looking, kind of looks like a perv, wants to talk to a chick. He approaches her, asks her, how are you doing? He'd be like, hey, can I buy you a milkshake? awkward, sweaty, you know. Maybe this is like the fourth time he's seen her and they've talked before. Maybe he leans in for a kiss and she doesn't want it and it's fucking awkward. Okay? It's like dating is awkward. All this shit is awkward. So that girl is going to accuse him of fucking sexual harassment because he tried to kiss her. You know, that's fucked up. Hitting on girls is awkward. I'm not condoning. I mean, there's some meathead motherfuckers, pieces of shit. That's like, hey, you want to suck my dick, baby? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's understandable. You know, like, hey, I want to bend you over this railing and rail you. Blah. You know, I understand that. That is sexual harassment. But we're gotten to the point now in 2017 that awkward John Waters kid who keeps buying this girl milkshakes, leans in for a kiss, and she doesn't want it, his fucking career's ruined. His life is ruined. It's sexual harassment now. That's where we're at. I'm not equating this to whipping your dick out and masturbating in front of somebody. I'm just saying this is where the culture is now with the kisses. To be a man in 2017 is this: don't talk, don't breathe, don't look at anything. Just fucking drink your beer and just fucking play your video games, I guess. That's all you can do. That's all you can do now. It fucking sucks. Because, I don't know. You know, I'm not condoning, per se, hedonism or voyeurism or anything like that. I'm just saying, I remember when it was okay to be a man. You know, to fucking fart. Even farts are fucking apparently hurt someone's feelings, I guess. You can't even fart. You can't fart in public without getting arrested. You better use a fucking proper pronoun for that fucking fart too. Him, she, shim. I don't know. You know, gender's a spectrum. I don't know. Moving on. This stuff I could talk about forever. I guess moving on to another positive note. 530 people died in an earthquake in Iraq. Huh. Man. How much can Iraq be fucking the ass? Can we fuck them for the resources? We now they got fucking had a war there going on, and now they got a fucking earthquake killing people. Jesus. Okay, yeah, moving on back to entertainment, but without talking about sexual assaults. Streaming services are, I think there's an attack on those guys. If The Office, for some reason, it's going to happen. If they take The Office off Netflix, that's like 80% of my viewing is right there. Because their originals just don't do it for me. I tried Ozark, wasn't that good. I watched the first season of Stranger Things, fucking awful. Fucking hate that show. If I wanted to watch fucking 1980s commercials, I would go to YouTube and watch it from 1980 to 1989. It's just, ironically, House of Cards is pretty good, but that's not there. But Orange is the New Black, first 2 seasons were great. Then it got fucking silly. Not a good show anymore. So here's hoping that maybe The Punisher's good. I haven't watched Mindhunter. I do like BoJack Horseman, and F is for Family. Those are good shows. But yeah, obviously Disney's pulling out all their content from Netflix very soon. I think the last Star Wars movie they're going to have stream on there is The Last Jedi. And Disney recently, I think they were in talks or have bought the Fox film division, which means now they own Deadpool and pretty much anything comic book related. And I think also they technically own The Simpsons now, if you think about it that way. I don't know the full details, but Disney owns the earth. They own everything. Sports. Yeah, well, ESPN. Apparently the only thing Fox is going to keep out of the sale is their news, which is, mainstream media. That's fucking, they're dead. They're dying. Independent media is on the rise. Yeah, they're going to keep their sports and news. It's the only 2 things they're going to keep. But Yeah, Justice League comes out this Friday, I think. Yeah, it totally does. Hopefully, at least gets pretty good reviews. Because DC movies get shit on. Even though I haven't watched a movie in theaters since Get Out. So, Thor Ragnarok is number one in the box office, of course. Oh yeah, all right. Tyler Perry's Boo 2, a Medea Halloween, hanging in there, man. At number, what is that? Number 7? Yeah, 6, 7 in the box office. Good job, Tyler Perry. You weird man. Yeah, entertainment. It's just something had to give. Netflix was too good to be true, and there's been a decline in quality with them. I don't have Hulu yet. I'm thinking about getting Sling. I don't know, Sling TV, something like that, because we just have basic cable, and I just try to find stuff to stream all the time. I'm trying to find a good transition here, because I had a good one with the How I Met Your Mother and Louis C.K. But sports, Kentucky basketball fucking up, dude. They're fucking up. They're not looking good. They're barely squeaking by and winning games against these fucking community colleges in their exhibition games. Well, actually, their first real game against Utah Valley was Sunday, and they won by 4 points. I understand that anytime some off-brand team, per se, plays Kentucky, that off-brand team is going to play like it's the fucking Super Bowl, because that's a big deal to them, because Kentucky teams are usually the standard in college basketball. Haven't seen them much this year, so this team, they look really scraggly and seem like they really don't have a personality. Because last year the personality to me was Darren Fox and Malik Monk, and old sweaty Anabayu or whatever. Oh, he's so sweaty. It's gonna be interesting because today they play Kansas, and that's a real fucking team. So we'll see if they crank down, because it seems like anytime we have a shitty start, we still at least beat the ranked teams. So it's gonna be kind of interesting to see how Kentucky does today against Kansas. What else has been going on? Survivor Series card. We got the traditional Survivor Series card now. The Raw versus SmackDown. We got Kurt Angle as the captain, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and Triple H was added, replacing Kurt Angle's legitimate son, Jason Jordan. So that's a good trade-off. SmackDown's team has Shane McMahon, Randy Orton, Nakamura, Bobby Roode, and John Cena. That's cool. Women's fucking team, they had a chance when the Divas fucking sucked this year. They sucked towards the ending of last year too, so I can't even comment on that shit. Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles should be pretty nice. It really depends if Brock Lesnar is awake or not, because sometimes he just goes in there and just does German suplexes, falls asleep, then he goes home and fucks Sable. So, the Shield versus the New Day. I haven't been watching wrestling, so is the big dog in the yard back? Is this going to be a 2-on-2 tag or a 3-on-3? See, that's what I need to know. I need to know that. I don't know. Survivor Series looking okay. Looks okay. Probably it's going to be probably at least a $12 pay-per-view for $10 a month. It's quite possibly what I think about it. Oh, 2 things I learned not to do during the podcast is 1, blow your nose, and 2, vape. But since I'm having a cup of coffee, I'm going to vape on this. That's a very satisfying pomegranate blueberry flavor there. Getting pretty close to Thanksgiving. What was it, 2 weeks away now? Yeah, I got a job interview today at Big Lots. Just pick up some extra cash, because living out here under fucking Odin sucks. My mom made me some vegetable soup 3 weeks ago. I just now stopped eating it yesterday. So, if that tells you anything. Chinese takeout used to last me a day. Now I can stretch that shit out for like a fucking at least 8 to 9 days. And that's with applying massive amounts of soy sauce on the fucking rice. I don't know. You appreciate a good cup of coffee too. I switched my vaping habits. I used to have this big ass tank, about the size of a Coke can, pretty much. That basically is leaked juice, just leaked shit like a 1976 Ford pickup truck. But now I've switched to a small vapor thing, and I smoke less and I save more. Yeah, so hopefully the interview goes good today. I got some new khakis for it. I don't know. Got to keep the cash flow going. Anyways, guys, I guess I'm going to jump off here. I know there's a lot of content, a lot of stuff to talk about, but I just got to reiterate the fact that this burden of guilt, the burden of guilt is where I can accuse you of anything. I can accuse you of being a puppy puncher. And I get on the internet and tell everybody you're a puppy puncher. You would have to prove to me and everybody else that you're not a puppy puncher, even though there's no validity or fact to this at all. I'm just a hater. You're just really popular. You're just an average guy that got really popular, got really famous. And I'm a good-looking person who has no talent, but I'm good-looking. So I will accuse you of being a puppy puncher just because I'm fucking sour grapes and I'm a bitter piece of shit. So let's leave that. I want to leave that message in people's minds. The burden of guilt is a motherfucker. Fuck Tuesday. I'll see you guys next week.